Thank you. My name is Bob Kleiman, and I'm a co-founder of Structure Home. We're a small company here in Los Angeles that develops custom homes for people primarily on the west side of Los Angeles. And as an organization, we have taken some measures ourselves. I think that does that. Okay. To become sustainable as an organization. About 3 years ago, we started to look at ourselves as an organization. We brought in some management consultants to redesign the architecture of our company as a starting point, because I've been building custom homes for 30 years, and I've watched an industry stagnate in very old ways. And my partner and I have been sort of always the kind of people that sought continual improvement. So we've pushed and pushed to organize and change the paradigm of the way homes are built. And I think I just wanted to point this out to everybody, because we went through a 2-year process, much of which was sitting in conference rooms and brainstorming brilliant ideas that were gathered from an entire organization on how we could build an organization that would continue to grow and continue to live long beyond our years. And once we got done with the brainstorming, we discovered the pain and suffering of implementation. And I think as I'm listening to some of the other presentations, we're in a world that's demanding huge amounts of change, and we're all wanting to do that, and there's wonderful ideas, and we're all learning and growing as we go. And so about a year after our process of management retreats and regular monthly sessions where we literally roadmapped our company for the next 10 years, we then got to the chore of actually implementing it, and that was a much more painful, painstaking process than the actual brainstorming, which was really fun and exciting. One of the things that we wanted to do as a company, when we got beyond sort of taking care of what we needed to do internally to develop the systems and procedures to be sustainable as an organization, was that we wanted to take our product to a different level. And in the industry of building homes, it's an ancient science, and there are old ways of doing things, and yet there's all kinds of wonderful technology out there, but there's a lot of resistance to change. The same thing that we experienced internally as an organization trying to transform ourselves was also something that was going to require a huge amount of effort in terms of transforming a culture of subcontractors and design consultants, and an enormous group of people that surrounds the effort of building a house, which is hundreds and hundreds of people. And it was my partner, actually, who's been a student of building science for 10 years and wanted to implement this, that asked himself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to go get a certification at Green Builder College myself and turn around and teach an entire culture so that I can transform what we do and the products we build into something different, which led to a meeting between ourselves and a publication called Green Builder Magazine, which is an industry publication in our business. It's kind of the publication on green building and building science. Not surprisingly led by people who have been in the industry for 30 years and wrote the lead guidelines for housing and things like that. So we met with them, and the result of that was for us to do a project in Los Angeles. So the way we were going to do the learning process was to actually build a house. And this is part of a Vision House series. It's something that Green Builder Magazine's done around the country. And we just started framing Monday. We poured our foundation. And this is a project that is a collaborative effort between ourselves and Green Builder Magazine, bringing in national sponsors from all over the country with products and practices to do three things: demonstrate, raise awareness, and educate people within the Los Angeles community about what technologies and practices are out there and available to make homes more sustainable, more energy efficient, so on and so forth. So the goals are to optimize home performance, sustainable products and services, reduce, reuse, recycle, surpass Cal Green and Energy Star, and achieve net zero. You spoke a little bit about LEED certification. We're still grappling with that. We can get it. We can go beyond it. Net zero is really our ultimate goal, which means that the home will consume less, will produce and create more power than it will consume. That to us is the ultimate goal. However, we're still fighting with the whole social norm aspect of LEED certification. So we're still going through that. And this will be something that's available to everybody to follow us on. It's a journey that we're learning with. So Elisa, who's here, has some flyers for everybody. If you want to follow what's going on our website, on Green Builder Magazine's website, and in May of this year, the project will be open and available for everybody to see. We'll have educational workshops. We're doing work with a lot of the schools in the community because we know that young student populations are the people who are most passionate about the environment and energy efficiency, and if you have a project that's about educating, then no one else can pass that message along more passionately. A whole array of systems are being employed in the house. Karen Clark over here is the project manager of the project, and really talk more about the building science aspects, but radiant heat systems throughout the floors, high efficiency condensing equipment, air handling systems, solar thermal tankless water heating, 7 kilowatt photovoltaic systems integrated into the energy model, reflective cool roof technology, as well as live plant roof, PEX water distribution system, high performing windows, special insulation that is preserving and keeping that energy contained within the building, smart irrigation, efficient lighting systems, drought-tolerant landscaping, and tighter building envelopes. So everything, all of the sciences of building science are being applied to the building. It'll be a highly, it's in Pacific Palisades. It's an expensive and beautifully aesthetic custom home. It's something that's coming together for us finally after an enormous amount of effort. So the pain and suffering of taking our company was just the beginning of an implementation model. This has an enormous number of people and time and hours that are being put into it. So again, tons of resources that are being used to both improve energy efficiency, improve the environment, and improve the health standards of the house. The house will also be, to answer the one question that was out there, it will have home management systems. There are a ton of home management systems available in the marketplace to measure performance and to give feedback to the people who live in the house. I think maybe we need to put little screens on the front lawn so that the neighbors can see, and that'll really drive up performance, because I do think the social norm thing really does it. We also are, the house is a study house, so there's white papers being performed on all of the products that are going into the house. Obviously, Energy Star certification, Cal Green. We see this as just a wonderful opportunity to educate the public as well as educate ourselves. So thank you very much, and we'll have some information for you about the house. So keep an eye out for us, because we're going to be around and lots of good opportunities.